Right now I'm so energetic that like I'm very passionate about what I'm talking about. Don't remember it though. No clue.
Doesn't retain
Nope.
in the not even the short term memory.
No, it's bad, bro.
Dang.
I have bad working memory now. I have bad short term memory. My long. You know what I do? I have good episodic memory.
That's why we don't have a name. We can't remember the name.
Yeah, I'm very bad at semantic memory.
Mm.
Like I will remember the whole I can't think of other heuristic. This is exactly the issue. I could probably tell you, like for example, I say this all the time. There's a term in therapy for when you are giving therapy to a person that you have like an issue with, right? Like that's a conflict. Like if
Conflict of interest.
it's like if you were a Jewish person and you were giving therapy to a Nazi. Yeah, I know Jewish.
No, not that Persian.
Yeah, Persian. If you were a Jewish...
I wasn't laughing at Jewish.
Oh, damn. No, I knew I messed up the word. But yeah, if you were a Jewish person and you were giving therapy to a Nazi, right? There's a specific term for that. Don't remember the term. I can tell you everything about it.
Yeah.
But I just don't remember the term.
Interesting.
I'm good at faces, not names. I attribute it to there's a specific part in the brain. It's like it's part of your temporal lobe.
Mm.
That's like where your hippocampus is stored and all this other stuff.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, that's the intro.
Yeah. I'm done. Budget, whatever.
Welcome back. Another episode
Heck yeah.
of the podcast.
The podcast.
The podcast.
That's the name. That you will see our official YouTube channel.
The podcast.
Podcast.
The podcast.
Drop the. It's cleaner.
Podcast. Welcome back to podcast.
I kind of like it. It reminds me of the Watch Mojo.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Watch Mojo.
Yeah.
I used to watch that.
They're good, by the way.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, they're still going.
I respect them, bro.
I think I might still be subscribed to their channel on my like personal YouTube, but I always see like there's a video that's about to premiere and it's like the top 33 like dumbest plot twists in horror movies, and it's like how much content can you make?
I honestly respect it, bro. I really do. You know, they're like BuzzFeed if like they were on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like they got the
and
weird.
if they were good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I like Watch Mojo. They're good.
Yeah, no. Shout out to Watch Mojo. What are we talking about today?
Today we were talking about I think we're gonna start off with Project Hail Mary. I just got off watching it today.
Say less. Excited.
Finishing both today, actually.
You finished the book and the movie today.
Yeah, I'll get into that later. We're gonna recap Invincible finally.
Heck yeah! Spoilers will definitely be included.
Yeah, we'll get to that after. I think. Well, maybe we'll do non-spoiler before, spoiler after.
Okay, but
and then we might discuss another little topic or two.
Say less. You said that with a smirk on your face, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, let's get into the main stuff. So, Project Hail Mary.
Mm-hmm.
This was announced a while ago that it was going to become a movie. Mm. And as soon as I saw Ryan Gosling was attached, I was like, I'm in.
That's fair. I respect it, I can't lie.
I'm in. No, but also I heard the same writer as The Martian.
Oh.
The Matt Damon movie.
But
very solid.
That was a very good movie.
Very good
I think it's actually not talked about a lot.
Yeah, agree.
It's also, I feel like it probably reminds people of Interstellar.
I think that's
came out like kind of close to that.
Matt Damon's also in both.
Yeah, you know.
They came out within like I think a year of each other.
I think so. It might be latest 2016.
I think it's 15.
Yeah,
but
that's crazy.
That reminds me. I think I might read that pretty soon.
It's a book?
Yeah.
Damn.
I started with the book too.
That's what's up.
Same writer as Project Hail Mary.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
He's really good at writing science.
That's what's up.
A little background of the author I didn't know, but apparently he was an engineer.
What?
Yeah, that's why he knows all the science stuff.
Oh.
Like Project Hail Mary, there's a lot of science in it.
Really?
Like in terms of like explaining in detail about all this stuff.
That's really cool.
And I know they consult a lot of people when they write these books,
Uh-huh.
so that makes some sense too. But no, he goes in depth with a lot of this stuff.
You know, it's interesting that you bring that up. I think sometimes people neglect to look like they give credits to them.
Yeah.
They'll talk to scientists in movies.
Yeah.
Right? Like
I read through the thing.
Like for that they had it for Doctor Strange, the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously they had that for Interstellar. The fact that I think people don't talk about this enough. The fact that Interstellar was the first time that like we saw what a black hole might look like, right?
Yeah.
But it was their version of it. Yeah. And when the picture came out, like a decade later, it was that.
Yeah.
It was that, but flipped.
Yeah, that was like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
When that flip picture came out.
It was insane.
Yeah.
So wow.
Yeah, Interstellar really set the bar pretty high.
Mm.
But yeah, they consulted Kip Thorne. I think he was a pretty famous physicist.
Interesting.
So yeah, I mean, this guy definitely knows his stuff. Consulted a lot of people, so he goes really in depth with the science part of it, and that's part of the thing I really like about the book and the movie also. But they don't really baby, like they don't think the audience is stupid.
That's rare these days.
Yeah, especially the book, because the book goes in detail about this stuff. And like personally, I haven't really read much recently, so I was a little rusty. So I found myself like not skimming through, but I didn't have to pay as much attention to the science stuff.
Okay.
When he's going in detail, I found like I could probably like read through this pretty easily.
And
in the movie, they don't go in as much detail because there's just not as much time.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy knows his stuff.
Dang, respect.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the accuracy.
Yeah. So yeah, the book. Yeah. So okay, first of all, directed by the same people who made all the Spider-Verse movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They also made Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
They made. Interesting. I can see that actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, underrated directors. What the heck? What's the director's name?
Lord and Miller.
Interesting.
You've definitely seen them before. They made the Spider-Verse movies. Same. I think the guy who did the music is also the same.
Yo, shout out to those guys.
I'm pretty sure. I forget. Hold on, I'll do a little research real quick. But yeah, I was reading on the last live action movie they made. It was a while ago. They made the Lego movie too.
Goated. I think
Right?
it's such a goated movie.
Right?
Yeah.
Very good movie.
Did they make the Lego Batman?
I don't think so. No.
So I think the Lego Batman is actually one of the best Batman stories.
Facts. They made 21 Jump Street.
Really? That was them?
Yeah, and 22. That's also them.
Interesting. That's a
And these guys are good. I didn't know some of this stuff.
underrated freaking directors right there.
Yeah, but no, they killed it. They were very good. Like some of the shots in it. I'm assuming you might watch the movie at some point.
Probably.
Or even if you don't, like you'll see edits or shots come up on social media. Some of them are beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, because I saw it on IMAX too.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, amazing.
Question. Obviously, I feel like it's going to be hard to answer this. People have been talking about this movie in the same light as Interstellar. Do you think it's worth that conversation?
I don't know if I mentioned this like a week or so ago in the podcast. I wouldn't put it at that level, but that's also like the highest bar to reach.
Yeah, I agree.
Like that's one of the best movies ever.
I think it's my number one movie of all time, actually.
Yeah, that's not even a crazy take. Yeah, it could very well be.
I wouldn't. Generic one though.
Huh?
I think that's a bit of a generic take.
Potentially, yeah. Which is crazy because Nolan used to be kind of niche. He used to be a niche pick. I think maybe before Interstellar, that might have been the one to kind of push him over.
You don't think it was like that with Inception though?
Maybe it could be Inception that pushed him over because before that it was Batman. It was The Prestige, which I don't know. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I still haven't seen it.
But you gotta watch that.
Yeah,
it's solid. But yeah, I wouldn't put it as high as Interstellar. But no, it's high.
Interesting.
It's a very good movie.
So what's your rate out of 10?
Out of 10. I'm thinking like 8.59.
That's pretty high. That is really high.
I'll say between 8 and 9.
Okay, that makes a difference.
And it's 11.5.
But I feel like if you're saying it's anywhere from like if you say 8.5 to 9, I'm like, well, this is pretty good. If you're saying it's 8 to 9, that's a chance it could be 8, and 8 to me is like, yeah, it was entertaining. It was weird.
It was better than just entertaining. The only reason I say that is, to me, rating has to do a lot with the fact of how did it age.
That is very true.
And I just watched it today.
I was going to say I don't think you could give a proper rating.
Yeah, just off today's. Because I also finished... Okay, so back to the whole background. So I've known a while that it was going to be a movie, right?
Uh-huh.
And I found that it was a book a while ago. And even though I haven't been like the most avid reader, one thing I really like to do, even before Zoha, one thing I really like to do is I like reading books that are either movies already or they're gonna be movies. So I can kind of compare the two and like.
Okay.
Spoilers: the book is usually always better. It's more work to read a book, I think.
To me now, like people say that often. I actually don't think that's even like. Mind you, I don't read. Like I don't read stuff that's not nonfiction actually. Yeah, I rather read nonfiction books.
Okay.
But like to me, that's not like, whoa, I can't believe the book is better than the movie. Like that's kind of like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but what I will say when I get to this movie is I'll talk about it in a little bit. But so I knew I was gonna read the book, right? And I was gonna read it right before the movie came out. And the past week or so has been so crazy. So I told Zoha like, oh, we were gonna finish it together at the same time. She finished it a couple days ago, but
oh, okay.
Yeah. But she also started like a week ago, so like it wasn't that crazy. I started a few days ago. I only finished it this morning.
You know, honestly, that's so impressive, and it's mainly impressive because she reads so fast. She's told me she's read 4 books in a weekend.
Yeah, she finished half of this book, which is about 250. I want to say, a little less than 250 maybe, in about 2 hours. Yeah.
Well, that's different. Your kids are going to be so intelligent. Inshallah. Like, that's a superpower. That's really a superpower.
No,
no one reads anymore.
It's not that I don't believe it, but I'm just like, how do you retain all that? Because sometimes I find myself, even if I read a little fast or slow, I'll go back and be like, wait, I don't even remember this.
Yeah. I think it's like the Flash thing. You know how the Flash can actually read super fast and he'll gain the information, but he loses it in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but she doesn't lose it.
She actually remembers. I think you can get a general idea of what the 250 pages was about. But you think she's out here like quoting it? You're like, yeah, on page 556 it said.
No, not to that exact level, but no, she remembers it.
That's really impressive. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I won't about it, bro.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. I mean, I'm in awe.
Yeah. You know what's interesting about our squad? I thought this more in the very beginning when it was like 8 of us. I was like, there's some, like, each person in the squad has like some type of superpower to a degree. And if I was like, if I could make a superhero out of all powers, like, that would be the one that I would take. And I honestly think it would be like, I think that's the top 3.
The reading one?
Yeah. Oasis' power is he reads determined conditions of everything.
Yeah, he knows all the bylaws.
Yeah, he'll actually read it. He's the only person I know in the world that generally reads, like, with an update on his phone. He goes through and reads it.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. I can't lie.
No, he's different. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
But, how'd I get to this? Oh, yeah. So I finished the book this morning.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
No, that's why I think it's impressive, my bad to cut you off. Because that to me, like, if Zoha, that's like saying Zoha has a 50-inch vert. Right? And then you low-key had a 42. That's why I'm so impressed. Because you aren't that far behind her time-wise.
Yeah, I guess. But I also, like, the stuff I put myself through, like, I'm not doing that again.
Fair, you know?
Yeah, I just had to finish it.
That was your 83.
It's Will. Bam.
Kobe.
Yeah, I guess. That's the whole, like, why is there a polar bear in Arlington, Texas?
Yeah.
I'm the polar bear.
That's tough, though.
Yeah, I guess. But, it was definitely worth it, though. It was a really, really good book. I really enjoyed it thoroughly. Yeah, so I just finished the book this morning. Yeah, I read a lot in the past 24 hours. I
respect it, bro.
Yeah.
I really respect it.
Yeah. Very, very much worth it, though. It was a good book. And what I was going to say was, in comparison to the movie, how you said it's not really surprising that a book is better because they have more, I guess, time or space to go into the details and all this stuff, where movies find themselves a little more restricted. A part of me liked some of the decisions the movie made more than the book.
That's the one thing that I was going to ask. Because the only thing where I would be like, oh, now I'm interested to see if it's better is from decision standpoint. Because to me, like obviously the details and everything is gonna be better in a book, right? Yeah. It's the difference between having like a 2-hour movie versus like a 10-hour show. Yeah. You can just do more, right? And the details and everything, that's how I see like that would be like the color grading for a film. You know what I mean? But the decisions, I actually think that's where I can be like, oh, it's better or worse.
Yeah, the decisions mainly. The main one is they cut all like the sciencey explanations. Not all of it, but a lot of it. But the reason why it worked for me is because there's so much in the book. Like they still described a lot of the science because like that's what the whole plot is about. Right? Yeah. But they didn't include like all the single thing because in the book, like every single point. It's like some sort of internal monologue or, you know, he's talking about like, oh, I'm doing this now and like going into detail about like this is how I measured the temperature and like
Oh shoot. Okay.
yeah, because like it's all a bunch of space stuff, right? And like he's very well versed in that. But I think why it works for the movie is because I feel like that would get a little boring.
Yeah, it would.
If it becomes a little redundant too, because it's just a lot of the same thing happening.
Okay.
So they cut that out a little bit, which I think worked well for the movie personally. Zoe disagreed. She really liked how the book had it. It's just hard to do in a movie though. It's just
yeah, like that's just not gonna translate well.
Yeah, people are gonna get bored.
Yeah.
And it's funny because she said that, but there were some scenes where she said she felt bored, and I asked her like, "Oh, like what scenes are you talking about?" They were the most some of the most beautiful shots of the film, and she was just bored.
I don't think she's a visual person. I just don't think that's her medium.
I don't know. I guess not. Well, yeah, she'll tell you herself like she doesn't really like movies.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Like she's entertaining.
Like, she appreciates film. I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, I'm not
say
saying she
but,
doesn't.
I think she said it today. Like she doesn't really care for film that much.
Wow, she loves you so much. I'm on my body, bro. Taking care of my nigga, bro. That's what's up.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting.
But yeah, there are a few things the movie changed a little bit, like the ending. There's a few tweaks here and there. They left out a little some stuff from the book, some background information on the characters, which I thought they should have left in. I feel like that kind of didn't flesh out the characters enough.
Okay.
So overall, I'm gonna edge it to the book, just because like they have more time to do all that.
Yeah.
But then the movie was very solid. Very
interesting.
solid.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. Ryan Gosling killed it. The thing is, and it's not surprising, obviously.
Yeah.
but it's weird because in my head I already knew he was playing the character. So when I'm seeing it on the page, I think it's him already.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But even if I didn't know that, I think he'd
be perfect.
He'd be perfect.
Why do you say that?
Because the guy is, like, he's genuinely funny.
Okay.
Like, he's a genuinely funny guy. Hella smart. Kind of a goof, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think he plays that well.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
Especially if you've ever seen The Nice Guys. It's one of the funniest movies. You should watch
really?
That. Yeah.
A funny movie that I think about him is the one where fudge, I'm forgetting his name. What's the guy that plays the main guy in The Office?
Oh, Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Mind you, he plays losers often.
Who?
Steve Carell, because he was also the 40-year-old virgin. How would you feel about that?
Is that like a humiliation ritual?
Maybe. Like, how would you feel if the director was like, "Yeah, nigga, we need a loser for this. You'd be perfect for this. You definitely look like a 40-year-old virgin." You know what I mean? You just give that vibe. I don't know how to feel about that.
Well, he might have been involved in the creation of that, like writing or something.
That might be worse.
Yo, let's write a story about a 40-year-old virgin.
Who to play him? Don't worry, I have the perfect guy.
I got you.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't lie.
Yeah, but no, in this word, I wouldn't say he's a loser, but he is a bit of a coward.
In the book?
Yeah,
the character?
The character he plays. Yeah.
Interesting.
Which I think is a very good choice because the ending, like, yeah, it pays off.
Okay. Then that's worth it.
I'm
definitely gonna watch
it.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch it.
No, I think you will like it a lot. Yeah.
Would I?
It's not Interstellar level. Like, I'll
no, but I still like the science. Like, those to me are always very interesting, engaging.
It's a funny movie. I'll say that. It's funny.
Interesting.
It's funny, but it's not a comedy. Like, there's just funny bits in there.
Interesting. One thing, this is not really related to any of our topics, but I thought about it when we talk about the decisions thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I talked about this on the podcast that we lost the footage for. How do you feel about perfect one-to-one decisions and like I guess we can say comic accuracy, but it doesn't necessarily have to be comic accuracy because that's a book, right? But the one-to-oneness. Because personally, I don't need it to be a one-to-one. I said this before. I don't need Slade to be a pedophile. I don't need that. You know, if you need one-to-one that bad, I think that's weird. We've already had a little too much of that. You know, I'm good. Right? Another thing that people have actually said they like this more, and I disagree so strongly. The reason why Thanos does everything he does in the comics is because he's trying to impress Lady Death. That's so lame to me. He's doing it for a girl. That's so lame. Like, I'm not here to say that his philosophy wasn't flawed or this or that, right? Because basic economics kind of tell you that it is flawed, right? But it's more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It's some philosophy, but doing it for a girl, bro, that's so cliche. And it's like, it's not even like it's his wife. He's just trying to pipe. Like, yeah, he's not even gone on a date with her, bro. Like, I think it's so lame. So I just really don't need things to be like 1-to-1. Like, another example, Taskmaster. Apparently in the comics he's goofy. Oh, it's Taskmaster and Venom. Apparently both of those characters in the comics are very goofy characters.
Taskmaster's goofy?
Yeah, he talks like Deadpool in the comics.
I know that.
Yeah. Why? I don't need that, and I don't think it's better. Like, at all. But like, I don't see the need to make someone who looks scary be goofy.
Taskmaster was good in Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I remember that.
He was pretty good in Ultimate Spider-Man. He's been in other things too.
He was in the video game too, Spider-Man.
Yeah. Okay, Taskmaster was bad in the MCU.
Yeah.
But like Venom, people are like, nah, Venom needs to be goofy. No, he does not, bro.
Yeah.
He's a scary freaking alien, bro. Why not make it like... That's like you picking your 2K character. You make him a slasher, but for some reason you're trying to max out rebounding.
Yeah.
Like, why? I don't understand that. That to me is dumb.
He can slash and grab his own rebound when he misses.
Yeah, and that's it. Like, it's stupid to me. Like, why are you a 3-pointer now obsessed with making rebounds? Like, or getting rebounds? I don't understand.
So this is about 1-to-1, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about slashers now.
Yeah. But my point is, like, it's 1-to-1-ness, but with the Thanos thing, Thanos thing, it's 1-to-1. Yeah. But with like other characters, like, I don't understand why you've built like a caricature of something, right? Like Venom, it looks like he could be in a horror movie. Yeah. Right? And then do something that is just not complete. Like, it feels like a use of his talents.
Misuse of his talents?
Yeah. Like, why make him goofy? I don't think that is cooler. I don't think that is better.
Yeah.
I think it's dumb.
With the whole 1-to-1 argument, I know you didn't mention this, but the one I used to think a lot of and that I was worried about was music.
Okay, what do you mean?
Which is, I was always worried if I haven't been to many concerts in my life, but I was always worried about going to a concert because I know that it's not going to sound the same as the recorded version, like the studio version. So it's not going to sound as nice. And I know, like, a concert has its own kind of vibe and everything, right? Like, even if it doesn't sound as, like, crisp as a studio thing, like, still a vibe, right? I think that in itself tells you, like, you don't need the 1-to-1, right? That, like, that's one medium of telling you that.
Yeah.
But with the comics thing, like, Thanos is a good point. I think his motivation is a lot better in the MCU. But I think a big thing is, like, it's the decision why you're going 1-to-1 or why you're not going to 1-to-1. Like, we talked about this with the last podcast, but, like, with the X-Men thing back in the day. Yeah. They didn't want to give them the suits because they thought it was too goofy. Yeah. And, like, I guess for the time that, like, yeah, maybe people weren't ready for that yet. But now they're, like, going fully into it. Whereas, like, you know, Superman has his trunks out, finally. Right? Like, we got that with the Christopher Reeves movies, but everyone's like, that's back in the day. Like, Adam West had his trunks out, too. Yeah. But that was meant to be, like, a goofy, like... Yeah. Right? But now, like, he's serious. Like, yeah, he's fun, but he's serious for the most part. But that's what people want to see. With comic characters, I think now you want to see what's on the page in live action. Which is why some people are opposed to, like, race swapping, gender swapping. Just because, like, you see this here on the page, you want to see it on the big screen. You see even a little distortion from that, and people are going to get a little upset. Yeah. Which, honestly, I hear a little bit. Just because it's like, unless you have good reason for doing so. If their like race or gender isn't really important, I guess fine. But you are gonna upset some people. Like that's just how it is. Speaking of Invincible, actually, people are. This isn't. I guess it isn't a spoiler, but this is already confirmed, and the episode hasn't even come out yet. If you don't want me to hear this, just skip forward to whatever's timestamp I put right here. But like they race swap Tech Jacket. Really? I didn't know that. It's a girl in the show. Oh. But I feel like if you look hard, you can kind of tell, like, yeah, he kind of has a different, or she has a different physique, right? Even in the suit? Yeah. It's built more feminine with the suit. Like, if you look at the comic stuff and you look at thingy, it's different.
Most fans actually don't care, but the ones that actually apparently there's a small subsection. Actually, I don't want to call him small. I'm not belittling you if you like Tech Jacket, right? But it's just not a very well known character like that.
Mm-hmm.
But there are fans that are upset about that.
Really?
Yeah, I think he had his own spin-off as well.
Oh, did hear about that.
Yeah, so I see where they're coming from.
I don't know much about that character.
But like, there's so many things like that. Like Shrinking Ray was not a girl.
Yeah, I heard that. Right?
Yeah. I think what they did was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a lot more interesting for X and all this other stuff now.
Making Mark like half Asian, like it's a cool change.
Was he not in the comics?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure Debbie was white.
Interesting.
I'm not wrong. I'll look that up.
I know Eve wasn't black in the comics. No, not Eve. Amber.
Yeah.
She looked like Eve, to be honest. They were both just like white blonde girls.
Yeah. Is she?
I think she is.
Actually, yeah, she might be. I thought I was talking about something else.
Yeah.
Or thinking of someone else.
But to go back to your point, right? You're saying now it's the time for all that comic accuracy and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So then would you be a proponent of Venom being goofy?
I wouldn't want to know. Just because, like, I love Tom Hardy, but, like, his movies did kind of a disservice to the character.
You think so? How so?
He's way too goofy.
You know what's crazy? I actually don't think he's that goofy. Actually.
No, he cracks a lot of jokes in there.
I think it was more like the second one.
The only... There was one part of that I like in the second movie when he sees Carnage for the first time.
He's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I think he dropped an F-bomb, but he's like,
yeah.
oh. It's like, I'm not trying to deal with that.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But I think they just overplayed it a lot.
I could see that.
That and the fact that I was already a little pissed off because, like, there's no correlation to Spider-Man. Like, why is there even a movie for this guy?
To be honest, though, as far as that goes, I actually think they probably did almost as good as they could. Without it not being, correct.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I guess, yeah, he never got the actual crest and everything either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's so many things that, like, I think sometimes comic book fans in general, they're just, like, it's just stupid to me.
Mm.
Like, the one, like, assuming, like, if it's not one-to-one, it's not good. Like, for example, there's a lot of comics that are bad.
Mm-hmm.
The longest comic run ever for Spider-Man is the Clone Saga. That is one of the worst, if not the worst sagas in Spider-Man. Mm. Everyone definitively hates that. So would you want a comic accurate Clone Saga? Mm. It's bad. Mm-hmm. You want me to adapt that?
Yeah.
Like I don't understand. Like, it's just the thought process to me is dumb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't personally. I don't really need a 1-to-1, but again, it's just about like why they do what they do. Like, if you're gonna change it, there has to be a reason, right? I think even with Secret Wars, they're changing some stuff too.
That makes sense.
And Doomsday also.
All those movies, when it comes to like stories, like they're all gonna be different to a degree, right? I'm also means like in terms of the character itself. You know what I mean?
Wait, question. When they announced Secret Wars, was that when King Dynasty was still happening?
There are two versions of what that movie was meant to be.
Yeah, but there was no Doom, right, originally?
There was no Doom. I forget what the plot was. Like, the plot was
Kang-centered.
It was Kang-centered, but we knew a lot of what was meant to happen, actually. Like, the script or something like that had, like, released online. Like, you could search it up online and be like, oh, this was meant to happen.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And people even did a comparison. From what they know that's meant to happen in Secret Wars was just thingy. People were like, it's interesting. I remember seeing it and being like, oh, that would have been cool. I don't know if right now I could be like, one is better than the other, actually. I don't know if I could say that.
I would say in general, with comics, I think 1-to-1 is usually better. Thanos is one of those cases where, like, no, the movie did it way better. I can't think of too many cases like that.
Actually, I think Thanos, not even just the motivation, but actually he's just completely different. Because Thanos is a lot more of just, like, a chaotic guy. Like, for example, in the comics, what he does mind you, this guy is just a random guy in, like, New York. He's not a superhero. It's just, I forget his name, right? But what Thanos does to him every year on his birthday is he messes with him and, like, he kills his family or like, someone loved. Thanos just does it for the love of the game. Like, he's not a threat.
Yeah, that's one of the things in the comics. I'm pretty sure he's actually, like, they call him Mad Titan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually mad.
Yeah, exactly. And he's not like that.
He's pretty, like, calm and composed. And,
yeah, he's very...
Like, he's kind of a genocidal, like, maniac, but still.
Yeah.
He's not... You wouldn't say he's mad.
Yeah, like, he came from that standpoint from a very, like, logical conclusion.
At least
I don't agree with
his
the
mind.
logic,
yeah.
right? But it was like, oh, this, okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, fuck it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but, as far as Invincible goes, I haven't I haven't read the comics really, in that much detail, so I don't know exactly all the changes they made. Yeah, the tech jacket one I didn't even know it was a girl, and it wouldn't really have made a difference to me personally, because so far, yeah, we're talking about Invincible now. Yeah, yeah, but so far, it's not really a spoiler, but they showed like a silhouette, or not silhouette, but they showed like a hologram of Tech Jacket.
Yeah.
And
but they've showed him before in the show too. Who's in season 2?
Yeah, I couldn't tell it was a girl. Yeah, I was just a little yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you were right. She was in last season. Invincible War, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Side note, I saw someone say this. It was like, could Iron Man beat one of the variants? I actually think Iron Man could. I definitely think if he has like the newest like the Mark 50, like the thing you fought Thanos in, I 100% think he could. Because to be honest, Tech Jacket is just their answer to Iron Man. Tech Jacket won. He beat him.
Yeah.
I would still think that's like their suits are probably around the same strength. And with the nano suit, like Iron Man could do more.
Did Iron Man ever beat Thor? He didn't beat Thor, did he? It's kind of a stalemate in the first Avenger.
Yeah, in the first Avenger, like, but he kind of handled his own.
Because I would say Thor is probably stronger than Mark.
Yeah.
Not probably. He's stronger.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think he could take him.
Is that big? Because I think Thor got stronger, like over the movies.
Well, in the beginning, I think it was more like an egotistical thing of like, yeah, I could beat you. You're light work.
From who?
From Thor.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know, because I wonder if that... Cause
he did get stronger, yeah.
Yeah, because I wonder if that base Thor... I still probably will give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to think of like a feat he did that was just raw strength that you could almost like measure.
I mean, he rocked the Hulk. He probably would have beat him if he didn't get...
But the thing is hard to measure because it's like... I don't know, like if I see him punch a wall and it completely shatters, that's easier to measure up because then it's like, oh, that's something you can calculate and like, could he do it like that, da da da. Whereas if he's fighting a dude, like, I don't know the other dude's thingy, you know, like it's hard to measure that as well. Like, I know he's super strong. I'm not saying he's super strong. Yeah. Actually, no, we do know his feat where he punched the what was the big alien from the Jatari?
Hulk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Someone calculated it. I watched a lot of those like the physics of that. Someone calculated it. And it was stupid crazy. They were like, that's his most impressive feat in all the MCU.
Yeah, he hasn't done that much crazy stuff in the MCU.
True, but it's just to me like the fact that is it. Like I'm like, wow.
Well, if you want to think about Thor, Infinity War, with the star.
No, 100%. Like no question that like Thor now is easily beating. Yeah.
I forget how we got here. But
I don't remember.
Yeah, Invincible. First 3 episodes came out.
Yes, sir.
I just finished it before we started recording.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I'm entertained, bro. I'm entertained. I think I said this a podcast ago where I was like, Invincible is probably like in my top 2 things of like most anticipated, and I think it's right at 2, right behind Spider-Man. I'm entertained. I will say the one note I definitely think I will personally say. Obviously, the fandom has always been like the animation. I don't see that issue this season.
Really?
I really don't. I think things may look a little flat at times, but from an animation standpoint, like in terms of them moving, like if you're saying like, oh, it's still dragging JPEGs across the scene, I think you have to be very nitpicky now to say that. Because if it does do that, it's literally for like a second or 2 max, and even if they do kind of do that, his hair is flowing. There's never a time now where they're doing that and his hair is not flowing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that no, I think they actually stepped it up.
Yeah.
Another thing that I like, because we've seen like they give us like trailers, kind of, you know what I mean. Everything in the trailers is low-key everything in the first like few episodes.
Right.
From what I remember, yeah. There might be 1 or 2 other things.
And they're hiding things pretty well then.
Yeah. Yeah. So I appreciate that as well.
Yeah. I have an interesting take about one of the episodes that I mentioned to you, but I didn't tell you what the take was. Yeah.
You just said it might be a hot take.
Not a hot take, but an interesting take. This is season 4, right? Season 4, episode 2, might be my favorite episode of the whole series.
Really, the whole series?
Or if not the whole series, then it's like top 3 or top 5. I really like that episode.
It's definitely my favorite episode so far.
They showed all the backstory of what happened on Viltrum when Nolan was young, and then that's only half the episode, and then they. Him and Alan are...
going to different parts of space.
Yeah, trying to find all the different weapons. Yeah, I just thought it was really entertaining.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting. In fact, the only episode that I've kind of rewatched.
And there was no Mark in that episode, also.
You know what's funny? Some of the there's I don't think there's a bad or like an episode that isn't like peak with that has Omni Man in it.
Yeah.
Like if Omni Man's in it, it's an 8.5 at least.
Yeah. JK7, shout out.
No, 100%.
Yeah, it brings it up. Yeah.
But yeah, the storyline is always better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think I was gonna say episode 2 is my favorite so far. Right.
Agreed. Yeah. I'd say 2, 1, 3 for me. 3 was good. I liked the dinosaurs part of episode 1. That was interesting.
Maybe a little undercooked because it just happened in 5 minutes and then they were over with.
Yeah, what I was gonna say with episode 1 was, and I don't know if, I feel like it's kind of the case with the other premieres of seasons, but there's a lot happening.
Yeah, there's a lot
episodes.
There is a lot.
Throw a little bit of everything in there.
Because the first episode has what? Like, they fight the... I just think of her as Gamora. I don't know why. I think it's just because she's green and she's kind of flattered.
With the staff?
Yeah, with the staff.
Yeah, it's voiced by Okoye.
Yeah.
That actress.
Yeah. And she does a great job.
She's meant to come back, right? Later?
I don't remember her character in the comics, to be honest.
I think she might come back.
She probably will.
Yeah.
I don't think you would do something like that and then just get rid of her.
Should we just go into spoilers? We'll get into spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers ahead. Spoilers ahead for anyone not wanting to get spoiled, or if you haven't seen it.
But episode 1. Excuse me. What did they show? There was the dinosaurs part.
Dinosaurs, sequids.
Sequids, yeah, that was a big part.
Yeah.
Especially the end.
The ending was crazy.
What happened then?
Where he punches dude.
Oh yeah.
That was honestly insane. Like,
I know they played it as like a mic drop moment.
Mm-hmm.
Has he not killed him before?
He would always
or this is like the intentional kill.
Yeah, like there would be times where he's not like Conquest. I guess you could say he kind of killed. He had help.
Levy.
Yeah, Angstrom Levy.
He thought he killed him.
He thought he killed him.
Yeah.
But this is it's also different because
he was human also.
He was human and he was innocent. Like he's just being mind controlled.
Yeah.
Now it's more so of a you got to do type of what you got to do situation, right? And I think Cecil talks about this a lot as well. I don't know if Mark says you would do it to him, but
he said I would do that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't.
Yeah,
that's what's interesting. And now it's that tone shift, right? He is willing to do whatever now to protect the planet. Whether or not that was the right decision, it's a tough call.
Yeah,
it's really a tough call.
Yeah.
Someone did say this though. They're like, man, Bullseye never makes it, and then someone else was like, why don't Mark just grab him and fly closer to Bulletproof? Which I guess could have done.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, meet him halfway.
Yeah.
But I'm not crazy mad at it. Like a lot of
him killing him.
Yeah, one thing I'll say honestly, this season, I'm not mad at his decisions and the way he's moving. Like some stuff I told you this earlier, but when he's fighting the dragon with his brother, and then he sees, I forget his name. I also just think of him. Titan. There you go.
Yeah.
And he goes back and pummels him. I understand. And I think I would do the exact same thing as an older brother, because it's multiple things like people are like, oh, you wouldn't help his family and da da da. My bro, he is the bad guy, right? I feel bad for his kids, but you can't come to me and feel sorry that your kids are in harm when you have done bad stuff, right? That is the consequence of being a bad guy, right? That other people will dislike you and probably try to do the same thing.
The whole Godfather situation.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So I don't have sympathy towards that much, right? I think the pinnacle of a superhero would help him out still and this and that, but you got to think about it he was the pinnacle of superhero in season 1.
Yeah.
Mark season 1 was just a straight up good guy. That's why he defected from his dad. That's why he helped out Titan, and even when Omni-Man said don't help him out and all this other stuff. But he double crossed him. I think kind of twice if you really count season 1 as well, right? I forget what season 2 happened, but there was something. But he's double crossed him, right? Now he's gone his younger brother in this, right? His younger brother could have easily died. That's why he was hiding and everything like that.
Yeah.
So it's not like, yo, this guy was meant to be dead. I got set up before and everything like that. What's going on? And then you see this guy. It's like, bro, me as an older brother, if someone tried doing that to my sibling, blindsided them, because the issue with that is it wasn't like they got an emergency call, right? Like, yeah, it's kind of framed that way, but no, it wasn't an emergency because it was not happening right now. The Dragon Guard was not attacking the city, right? They went out of their way to go seek him out, right? He could have told them the plan. He could have been like, yo, this is what the guy does, right? This is what he's like and da-da-da.
Yeah.
You know, this is how we're going to get him out, right? Didn't do any of that.
And that's how he knew it was sneaky because he even told him, like, oh, I called for Invincible.
Yeah.
I wanted him.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I understand the frustration and I understand the anger. I actually think Mark is on 10 right now.
Yeah.
He's on timing.
And you can't blame him because, like you said, the first season, like, yeah, he did all what the logical, normal, like, Spider-Man-ish hero would do, or even a Superman hero would do.
Yeah.
Which is, like, you know, he's even going to help the bad guys out.
Yeah.
But that naivety cost him.
Yeah.
With Omni-Man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's something you can't expect, especially from your own dad.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, he's been double-crossed so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people have betrayed him, this and that. Like, yeah, everyone's lucky he hasn't snapped yet. At this
Yeah,
point.
100%.
A lot of people have snapped at this point.
He was still kind of good, even in season 2.
Yeah.
Like, when Cecil was like, yo, tell Anissa we'll do it.
Mm.
And he's like, no.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do that, but that is what the superhero would do.
Yeah.
Right? It's only in season 3 where he kind of becomes, like, a bitch.
Yeah, I think it was Angstrom Levy kind of, I think, made him snap.
Like, I'll never...
things got personal with that.
That is very true. But I'll never forget, we watched it together, the Invincible War, and he's holding Eve. I fully intended him... Like, I thought at first, like, he's like, nah, Eve needs me. Right? And then I thought when Cecil said, oh, your brother's out there, your mom's out there. Like, you're going to be like, you're right, and get up. And he didn't. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
That
was
crazy.
bad.
Yeah, that's
like, I'm always rooting for Mark, but I was like, no, you need to get up.
Yeah, you need to get out of there. I can't lie.
That's kind of crazy.
That is really crazy.
You've known her like a week. Or not known her, but you've been with her for like a week.
Yeah.
Like, that's your mom. That's your little
brother.
brother.
Yeah, mom and little brother. Yeah, 100%. And if you go... Yeah, no,
and it was... Yeah, it was Invincible War, right? That's before Conquest.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
very weird. Oh, I actually have another thing to talk about. And it's kind of related to the whole one-on-one thing. I want to say, start off, I love Mark and Eve's relationship.
Yeah.
I think it's great. We just watched the scene where both of them are really going through it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I got to be there for you. And she's like, we can be there for each other.
Yeah, that's really cute.
I think not only is that cute, that's such a good demonstration of what a healthy relationship is like.
Exactly.
Right? Like, it's not always one person takes the burden. Right? That's the pairing. Like, if you're in a team, right?
Yeah.
If you're having an off day, I'm having an off day. Let's both recognize that and work together.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
But when they're having the dinner scene with their family and everything, that dynamic, bro, that nigga's so weird. He's such a dick and just so weird.
So awkward.
But you know he's worse in the comics?
I did hear. And I in fact, I saw the panels, like, not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I forgot what it was because I think they cut something out.
You know what he said?
What?
He was talking to... I think this might actually be later. I don't know if it's this point in the story, but I know this for a fact. That what he says to Mark... He's like, you know, I appreciate that you like my daughter. Like, even though she's not a virgin.
He said that to her?
Yeah. That's so weird.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
From the dad, too?
Yeah, that's so weird to me. He's like, I know most dudes, like, want a virgin and everything. You want something like, her only experience and blah, blah, blah. But I was like, bro, this guy is so weird.
That's disgusting.
100%.
That's your daughter.
That's so weird. Like, incel-ass behavior.
Yeah, but, yeah, so that was... Like, we recapped episode 1 and 2. Episode 3 was, the dragon stuff happened. And then the Flaxons, right? The aliens who invade all the time.
Yeah.
They're back again.
Facts.
And I guess they're starting that robot arc now.
Yeah, I forget. I remember Robot Story, but later. I didn't know that was an arc that he gets trapped over there.
Yeah, no, I knew that much.
Yeah.
But I think... If I remember correctly, I feel like he might not be back for a while.
Dang. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Him and Monster Girl.
Yeah, both of them, yeah.
That's really crazy.
Yeah. Again, like, I've not exactly read up on some stuff, but I've seen a lot of stuff that's going to happen later.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of got spoiled for me already.
Damn.
But, that being said, like, when I do see it happen, it's kind of like it's happening for the first time.
Yeah.
Because I haven't actually read all the comics, right? I've just seen, like... a panel here or there.
And a guy saying, yo, this is what's going on.
Yeah. So it's...
Actually, have you ever read comics?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Honestly, I haven't read, like... I'm skimming them shits. I'm looking at the pictures. To be honest.
Yeah.
Not really.
I think there are the coolest parts of the comics, but
Yeah.
I've read comics. I haven't read that many, to be honest.
I've read, honestly, 5 to 10.
Okay.
That's about it. I have the Court of Owls comic. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's one of the best ones.
Yeah, and then when I came here, when I came to America, that's when
immigrant.
I was born here.
Well, yeah, not really.
Yeah, I was born here. I just left and then came back 10 years later. Yeah, I went to England. Anyways,
had a little arc over there.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it on the podcast. No, but it's from the footage we lost.
What?
We mentioned we've talked about how I'm from England.
I thought we were talking about it on another episode.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah.
On the one that got lost?
Oh.
I thought it was another one. Anyway, yeah.
Yes, it was the one with Floyd Mayweather. Anyways, because I said no accent, no height, and you like it's not no height.
Yeah.
I remember. Fudge, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, when I came to America again, they had released the first comic of the Amazing Spider-Man again because the Superior Spider-Man run just ended.
Oh.
That was my first ever comic that I ever bought.
Dang.
Because we don't have comic stores in England like that, or at least not that I know of. None in my city.
They probably do now.
Maybe. I just don't think my city wasn't popping like that.
Yeah, so first 3 episodes of Invincible. First 3 episodes, pretty solid. Yeah. I enjoyed it so far. I think I like where they're going with
Question, out of all 3, what you rating? Like, if you just take these 3 as one project together, out of 10.
8.5.
Yeah, I was going to say the exact same.
8.5.
I think it's very entertaining.
Yeah. 9's a little high.
Yeah.
I think 8.5 is fair.
Because I think 3 and 1 are definitely lower.
Yeah. But still good. Again, yeah, this is being recorded ahead of time because we're both going to be away for a little bit. Yeah, so by the time we come back, we'll have a couple more episodes to review or to recap of Invincible.
Yeah.
We might have a couple Daredevil at that point, starting this coming week.
Yeah.
And potentially The Boys. We probably won't talk about it because you haven't seen it.
We can talk about it.
I'll give my thoughts.
Yeah.
And also, because I forgot, this came out yesterday, but Peaky Blinders.
Yes, there was no marketing. So weird.
No marketing at all. But yeah, we'll probably do a watch party.
Yeah, we'll do all of those. So we're still going to be posting stuff because we shot 2 for you guys. But yeah, we just might not be up to date for this next coming one.
Yeah, but that next one we'll have a lot to recap at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe some trailers if something comes out at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.